Struggling with prop firms? Let's go. Okay, today we're going to be breaking down gold on exactly what happened today and how you could have capitalized on, apologies, not gold, Nasdaq. One of my favorite pairs. Just the way it moves with the decent spreads, but I mean just the way the price moves, you'll definitely make up and for your spreads and commissions. But obviously, again, one of the pairs that helps me pass prop firm challenges quite comfortably, and just because the large risk to reward gains. So resistance major, let's turn on the session indicator as well so you can understand this better. So this is obviously for today, right? New York session, London session, and Asian session, right? So we got the major rejection here, resistance. So we draw our zones here, we got some resistance here as well. And the funny thing is, check this out, the resistance, we got our breakout, price comes up, spikes all the way to the top. That same resistance is from the past, price breaks through, bearish candle, now is acting as the support, resistance. So look at this, a lot of bearish volume, right? A lot of bearish volume. And if we go to a smaller time frame, that's too small, we're getting multiple wick rejections here, right? But I mean, I don't fight this bearish volume. Now ideally, if you took a sell from this and you won the trade, in my eyes, still not a good trade, right? Because what would make it a better trade is, and you can always do that, always improve, just one moment, you can always get a better entry, always. We get our multiple wick rejections, but these lows over here, they were never really broken, were they? There's one low here, there's one over here, just one moment. I'm going to change the color of these, I'll change them into black so you can understand better. So we got these lows here, right? So this one slightly breaks the low of this one, right? Well, we've got these wicks over here as well if you want to include those. But when price, if you was to go for a sell from here, it doesn't really make sense, right? Price can still come down here and just bounce off this and just head back up. Ideally, you want these to get broken, which obviously this is exactly what happened. Price comes down. Now do you sell from here or would you sell from further up here, right? Now me personally, I wouldn't sell from here. Why? Even though we have a resistance major, a quite a strong zone from the past, it's already been broken, right? You must have heard the saying, if it's not broken, why fix it, right? In this case, it's broken, and when it comes to the break and retest, what I like to say is, if it's broken, why use it again, right? Why use it again? I mean, you could do, but then don't cry if if it fails on you, the zone. So price breaks through, right? And what does it basically do? Now obviously we've got these zones as well, and some might say, well, these zones are broken as well, why would you want to use these? Well, it's common sense as well. You got to use a bit of your own logic as well, right? Price breaks through, now it's going to come back up to retest, right? Just because these candles close here doesn't mean you just enter from here as well. A lot of traders, especially in my one-to-one mentorship, they get very, very impatient and they say, well, we entered too early. There's actually one student, I'm not going to mention his name, he's taken like 500k challenges, and he's blown every single one just because he's impatient, right? And speaking of one-to-one mentorship, if anyone isn't interested, link will be in the video description. You can message me one-to-one. You can check out this student success. You can check out, everything's here, right? Live trades, winning trades, losing trades, and if you, by the way, I made the mentorship really, really affordable now for pretty much everyone, and I've gone even one step further and I've made it a really affordable course for those who still are from third world countries who can't afford the mentorship. I did 12 videos and I'm just continuing to add more and more videos. It's just a lifetime one-time payment, so once you're in, you're in. So let's get back to the video. So what do we have over here, right? So where do we really enter from, right? So one is over here, right? This would also be a valid area, even though this zone's been broken. It's a mini zone. Even though this zone's been broken, trust me when I say it's still good enough. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's not really an answer, is it? It's still good enough. Okay then, let's break this down more. So price was at this point making new highs. You know, we're making new highs. At this time, look at this. It still was respected as a support. And then price just catapults from here. Right? Skyrockets from here. Comes all the way back down here. Into this area. Now you tell me. Price tested this area many times and then skyrocketed up. Do you think on the way back up it's going to test this? No. It definitely... The previous... How can I say it? The previous floor has become the present roof, right? It has become the present ceiling, and that's exactly what happens here. So now, do we just enter just for the sake of it? Once we even price comes here, no. You can go to a small time frame, right? Go to a small time frame, and you're waiting for some kind of a bearish, you know, better signal, confluence structure, whatever being broken, and you can see here, low, which obviously breaks these lows, low, higher low, low, higher low, and it just goes. Now at this point here, you got this support level again, right? You got this support level again. Now when it breaks this and the price comes back up, right, you can now, if you entered from here, you wouldn't have been wrong if you would have lost this trade, but ideally bullish candle and then it turns bearish here. You're getting this bearish candle here with the multiple wick rejections as well. Ideally, this would have been the better entry, but obviously stops above this zone as well, right? Stops above here. You can have it above, you know, the wicks is still okay, but definitely above this black zone here. Nothing. I mean, if you had something like this, you would have definitely, okay, maybe got in this case here scenario, you were gonna got away with it. But you want to be safe, guys. If you try trading with a big enough account, trust me, you'll definitely be better off using a bigger stop loss. And then price was still, I mean, a nice 1 to 6. Now, you might say, how would you know it's a 1 to 6? Now, I normally use a fixed TP, fixed stop loss, everything just from the back tested data I've collected. But you can just zoom out to a bigger time frame. Look at your major zone. Well, major where buyers actually start kicking in. It was actually this level here. Right? It was this level. Right, this is where buyers start coming in. So when you're selling, this is where you want to get out, where buyers start to come in, right? New high, price comes here, creates a higher low, shoots back up, and I think I mentioned I was supposed to say lower high, right, down here, but you get the idea. So this is, you get a nice 1 to 6 simple. It's on Nasdaq. There's been opportunities where I've caught, you know, let me just actually show you so you just know I'm not just saying it for the sake of it. It must, I would have posted in live trades maybe. See, I do mention as well, lost 2 trades before this, so you know, and now this one was running at a 1 to 10 RR. But it's just, and you can't fake these, right? Pips here on the broker. I use magic key, so you can't fake these, and that's what I always like to include as well. So link in the video description if you actually want to learn to trade and actually change your trading. Yeah, you can just message me one-to-one. Now, I don't want to make this video too long. So that's for today's example. Should we just do another breakdown maybe for gold? Yeah, gold just consolidating. Nothing clean, nothing nice at all. If you were to take a loss on this, right? Just, I mean, if I would, the way I would approach this, mark my zone like this. I mean, London, just before London Open, right? Mark my support levels. That's exactly what you want to do. So we got obviously prices, you see it ranging, right? If it did break through my zone, which in this case it does, it breaks through. But then where do you enter from, right? Now, obviously, excuse me, just sneezed then a little. Price breakthrough, but you never get that rejection, right? So I mean, you can't really use anything off here. See another one. Yeah, it's nothing, you know. I mean, yeah, maybe this one over here, right? Price, yeah, you break out. You could probably get in an entry from here, and it'll just probably be a losing trade. You get your bullish candle. Just gonna remember now the time frames I'm using, right? You gotta stick to one time frame. Don't start, using different ones. The one that you decide to use, stick with it. So you got your long wick rejection here, stop loss below the zone pretty much, and you got 1 to 2. But at 1 to 2 pretty much, guys, you should be putting your stop loss at break even anyway. So when price comes back, you know, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, super simple. Try it out, check it out. Still, if you got any confusion, guys, you know, just message me. Join the Discord community. We're up to about 1400 plus members now. Link will be in the video description. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Take care. I'm out.